Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll start with section 2 with the first chapter here, and it will be variables, numbers and strings. So let's get started. So I have created this notebook, Jupyter notebook, so it will be easy for you to debug and just print the examples. So usually I'm using Python extension. You can see, for instance, this one here, dot by, but right now it's dot I by NB, so it's notebook. So let me just remove this. Now we will start with variables, and then what is the numbers in Python, and what is the strings, and what is the how to do a multi lines, how to what are the string operations, indexing, and common let's see methods for the strings, and etc. And here I have some tricks that will show you several, let's see, tricks and tips. And here, this is the practice example that will show, for instance, this is the questions, and I just add the answers below. So don't worry. So, and the variable, as you can see here, the variable is a name that refers to a value. Think of it as a label you stick, let's say, on a box that holds something. For instance, let's say I have a variable like x. If you're already familiar with any language, so this will be easy for you, of course. And let's see, I have x is equal 10. So what does that mean? So I have a variable x, and I give it as a value is 10. So, or maybe as a name is equal, I know, Alex, and maybe you have some variable like price and 9.99. This is a trick of Angry Birds, of offers. They give you 99.99, so you say, it's cheaper, but it's already 100. Anyway, apart from this, and you can see here I have several variables, and every variable has its value. Let's see, and of course I can reuse, but this is not a good practice. Reuse the x and see I need it to be high as a string, and you can see here it is integer, and here it is string. Now, okay, so to run this you have to select the kernel, and if you're already in the project, you can just see this, set the environment, and you have to select one of the beauty we have used, for instance this one here. So now if you run this, okay, so running this, okay, yeah, I haven't downloaded, but just run, click, I mean, install. This will install the stuff for you. So, by the way, in this new numbers and strings and anything, I mean the double and flute, you didn't need to import any libraries here, because this is built in and it will be used directly. You can use it directly. So let me just see if it's already installed. Not yet. So as you can see here now, it is working. If I just click here, I mean, you can see this is true, success. So, but you need to, let's see, to print some stuff. So let's try to print, let's see, x, and let's see here x. Okay, and here I would like also to print x. So this will print the 10, and this will print high. Let's just verify this, and you can see x is 10 and high. And this is the string will be printed as it is, and this is the value of the variable. And there are, let's see, when you try to name a variable, and it has it can include, let's say, letters, numbers, and underscores. So for instance, let's say I can add this variable here. Not this. X is equal 15, and I can see print underscore x. So this should be also changed, and you can see here, let me just move this down. You can see here underscore 5, it's 15, and can't start with number, so it's not, it's possible to start with number. So let's see, you need to start, for instance, 12. So you can see it's directly error. You can see this is the error, invalid decimal letters. So numbers with the variables is not working, but of course you can add it here, and of course we need to change it here because, or let's say just we need to print the variable itself. So you can see now x underscore x12 is equal 15, and this is working. This should work. And avoid to use the keywords like if, else, self, not self, class, and etc. If you see f is equal 15, no, it won't be working. So try to avoid this. And there's indeed, you can meaningful names like student name instead of s, or let's say variable for our to try to use for the variables, try to use small letters and keep it meaningful indeed. So try to use meaningful letters, and also it's a case sensitive. If you define this x is equal 10, and you see print x small, this will give you error because x is capital, it's not small, it's not defined. Because it's defined up. Yeah, by the way, what you have done here, it will take some values also from here. So let's say I have y capital, because y it's still not used, and I have y, and you can see here it's not defined. Let's see, click here, y is not defined. So it means it's a case case sensitive. It's like a C++ programming language. So this is the name to just the best practice. Try to keep in mind. And let's see now to remove this error. And if you would like to clear this, you can clear the cell output here. So now, what's the type dynamic typing? It's like what we have done here. It's like x equal 5. This is now x is integer. What type, the type of the variable. And if you see x is hello, hello, now the variable is, now x is a string, right? And try to print this, print the type of the variable itself. So you can type of x. So now what I expected, will it be integer or string? So you can see the class is string, but if we move this, just duplicate this, try to see type. What is the type of x? It's integer. Type of x here is a string. So in C++, it's you can define it like integer x equal blah blah blah, or a string. So never mind. This is a different topic, but just to see. So now the numbers in Python, you can see integers, number from, let's say for instance from 20, 10 or minus 20. This is only a real integer numbers. And let me just show you with the integer number, the interval. Python int integer interval. Let's see if we can see this. then let's see in a C++. C++. So yeah, sorry for this. It's not interval. Let's see range, the right, let's see what, and you can see here it's from this one here minus this number to this number here. This could be defined in the integer. If it's greater than this, I mean, if it's less than this one number here, or maybe greater than this, you can't hold it in a integer. So you have to define it in a float or double. And you can see here the float. A float is 3.9. Let's see, float. So we have seen. Let's see, just copy this. This is the range of integer, and float range. It's a 64 bits, and it has to give indeed C++ range. Yeah. It's from this. You can see here. Imagine from, let's see, let's copy this and this. Maybe it's not relevant for you, but just to know what's going on indeed. So, and you can see here this is a number of integer. How many numbers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 10 numbers, 10 digits. But here it's 38 digits, and etc. And you can define the integer as, for instance, a is equal 10, b is equal 3.4, which is the value of pi. And also the complex numbers, you can define it as 3 plus 4ga. This is the complex number. So you can see it's not defined. It's not defined g, but it's for the complex number. And if you see print, we need to print the type. Sorry, type a, and I will just need to copy this, or just like this. B, C, and you can see this is integer, this is float, and that's a complex number. And what are the arithmetic operations in this numbers? So for instance, you have a is equal 10, b is equal 3, and if you see print, and you can use this single quotation or double quotation, but usually I'm just using double quotation. Addition. So addition, it means I will have a plus b, right? And for the division, you have to use this division. Outright division. And also, let's see, multiplication, like this. Multiplication. Okay, maybe multiplication. And for instance, you can, if you would like, this for instance will give you a float or double values, a divided by b. But if you need it as an integer, so let's see, integer division, you have to use this too. Oops, no, write this like this. And let's say you need to exponential. So let's say you need 10 to the power of 3. So what you can do is use this to, sorry, for instance, exponent. So this is the addition, this is a division, this is multiplication, and you can see here. What does this mean? It's like 10 to the power 3. So it's like 10 times 10 times 10. And you can see this one here, integer division, this one. And if you have the same value here, a divided by b, you give you 3.333. And if you need it as an integer, the output as an integer, you can use this. So this, let's see, a main concept, for instance, if you start writing a program and you would like to expect a integer value from this, so you have to add this. If you add this, you will get a float value or double value. So what are the built functions in the help us in the Python? So let's say, for instance, you need an absolute value. So apps, so you can see apps, and let's see my absolute minus 10. So this would print 10. This is the absolute value. And you can also round, print round. Let's see 3 point, this one here. Let's see. And what are you expected to have this? This is the round. And let's see the power. The second function is print. So you can see I'm using this objects, this functions without importing any packages, because as I said in the beginning, it's already imported. So power 2 to the 3, and yeah, let's see the output. See, this is the absolute. This is the rounding numbers, because if it's this one here says 57, yeah, 57. If it's greater than 50, I mean, it will be 4. If you see, for instance, 30, it will be rounded to 3. And this is the power we know. This is the power, it's like exponentially. But of course, there's a path, math module. So you can just use import math if you would like to use this. Of course, it has a many functions. And I will say print math dot. So as you can see, when you just add dot, you can see all of these functions is already added to this function, to this class, or let's see package. And let's square of 16. This will be something. Expect this value. It will be 4. And now print. You can also see math dot pi. So if you are not, you don't know what is the value of pi, just try to use this. And let's see, print you need the factorial of 5, factorial of let's see 5, and see that the output here, the factorial, it's like 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So this is the factorial, and it's like here you can see 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus, it's each time we decrease 1, or let's see minus 1. Now let's go to the string. So as we see in the beginning, we have, say, for instance, string. It's like hello, and you could also a string with single quotation, as I mentioned at the beginning, hello world. And if you see print st, you can see hello world. It will be printed in the same line. If you print it in one print, it will be printed in one time. And of course, you can see it st. You can print. You can print whatever you want. For instance, I mean, concatenate any, put any variable here to print it in one line. Let's remove this and to make it clean. T. Now, how to add multiple lines? So if you see, let's say I have this value is equal hello. So if you want to add any numbers, it's fine here to add many characters as you want, but you need to make it in one line, in several lines, to make it more organized. So imagine if you have here 1,000 character, it's not, let's see, readable. So what you have to do is add this. You can let me just start from the beginning. Start with this and do the second one, and it will add it the the rest for you. Now you can add your string in this lines. So for instance, this is a multi-line. Let's say multi-line string, and this is a multi. I can just add multi-line line string. So now if I print print s, are you expected that it will print it in multiple lines, or will it be in single line? So of course in multiple lines, because we need it in a multiple lines. But this will be in one line, the second line, the third line, and the fourth line. So this is the the multiple lines. So what is the skip character? So the skip character is like when you need to make a space between what you already printed. Wait, please, wait a minute. Okay, so let's say you would like to print, let's say, as a string, of course, he said, and you would like to print, let's see let me, as stuff as like hi, with this quotations, double quotations. So how to do this? You just need to add this and type hi, and you need to end this as well. Why this has error? Let me double check this. Oh yeah, this one has to be here. Sorry, like this. So now if you see, it will print he said hi. Let me just show you. You can see this is in a double quotation. So this is to write this. And if you would like to print it in two lines, I mean, make a break, print, let's say line 1 slash n line 2. So the compiler will know that this with the first letters is with the first letter is new line. It's also in like in a C++. So you can see here it's print line 1 and line 2. And if you would like to print it as a path, let's see, print, you have a path in your PC, and you can see path, it's like I don't know, and see, then you need to add double stuff. It's as in a file. If you add a file, so now if you print it, it will print only one slash, and you can see it's like this. What's this? It's There's no directory code like this, but it's just example. So now what is the string operations? So if you see print hello, then you see plus world. So this is a concatenation. It will print, I mean, it will save this. Let me just do it in a variable indeed. A string is equal this, and if I see print s, you can see it will consider as one string. So this is a concatenation called concatenation. And another one is, let's see, print hi, and you need it, let's see, 3 times, times 3. So this will print hi, hi, hi. And if you also need to make it as a boolean, so you can see abc n bca. So as this is substring is inside this, let's see, make it, is this inside this? If it's so, it will print true. If not, it will print false. So you can see there is no abc, it's bca. But if I see abc, now this substring is inside in this string. Of course, it will return true. So let's see indexing and slicing. So if you see Python, S is equal Python, and now you need to print what is the first number, what is the first index. So if you see print, sorry, S index 0, what should be this one? Will it be the complete string or only the P? So it has to be P, the first index. It's like arrays. And if you see, if you type print s -1, this means I need the last character. So the last character will be n. This is just to, you will need of course this in your when you're creating the projects. So print, let's see, I need to print s, I need print 0 to 2. And as we have seen, this is starting from 0, 0, see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means we have 6 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 characters. But Python is starting with 0. So when I see print index 0, it will print P. If I see print -1, it will print the last index. And if I see print from 0 to 2, it will try to print from 0 to 2, but 2 it's not included. So you can see here by n. So it's just printed 0 and 1. I mean, this is the index indeed. Huh? And I say this is 2, it's not included. Let me just see. 2 is not included. Now, if you need to make it a reface, what you should do, it's a simple example. Indeed, this often came in the interviews. So you see -1. This will print it in a vice versa. I mean, like it will be NOHTYB, like this. It's not meaningful, but this is sometimes you need to convert to reverse the string. Okay, so let's see what are the string methods. Let's see, you have uh, the same string. Let's see, string by, let me now write it in a capital letters. So wait, please. So some functions I don't need to debug. Some functions are, let's see, are needed. Let's see if I need to convert it to lowercase. So what I can see here is, I mean the type, the string variable, I mean dot to lower, or maybe only lower. Yeah, lower. And you have to add this. It's a function. So you can see if I print it, it will convert it to lowercase. I mean small letters. And let's say you need to replace some. Of course, you can also to uppercase, upper. So you can see it will convert to upper and then lower and then upper. And you also can replace some letters, some characters. So replace. So let's say replace O. I don't know, maybe P. And you need to add this B, just as example. So and C, we have Python, which is maybe another name, I don't know. And also you can see if, so print. Sometimes you need to see if the variable start with some stuff. Start with, let's say, is the string, our string is starting with by, and if so, it will return true. If not, it will return false. If I see B, it's false. And it's a good hint here. So as you can see here, I have changed the name of the S, for instance, lowercase, uppercase, replace, and so now if I print S, what are you expected to have this? So will it be this the last one, or it will be the original value? So indeed it would be the original value. Why? Because they haven't assigned any variables to S. It's just printing. And if I see, let's see, like this, S equal like this will be changed, of course. But now in this syntax, I haven't done this. So when I say print S, it will print the original value. And you can see it's printing the original value. Okay, another one, it's another interesting functions are split and join. This is really, let's see, needed when you are working with the paths of the images or the text and you need to split and or join. So let's say I have the string S. I'm just using S all the time. So 1, 2, 3. So I need to split this with this with this semicolon, not semicolon. I have no idea what eliminator. Just to split this with this character. Sorry, I don't know what's the name in English. And let's say print s dot split, and I need to split the character, the string with this character here. And you can see now it's split 1, 2, 3 in a list. So this the value the result will be printed in a list. And now you can access 1, 2, 3. And let's say you need to join some characters, some strings. So you can see here it's now in a list, right? Now I need to join this. Let's see, give another example. W, let's see, join these words. And as you can see here now I have a list. We will see it in the upcoming videos. Okay, now if we need to make this is a list, and we need to convert it to a string. And let's see how to do this. Print. So by the way, instead of print, you can just save it in any variables. So let me just do it like this. So for instance, new s, oh no, new w is equal. You have to do this space and then dot join and the word word no, no, word these words. So now if you print new w, it will print it as a new string. Now you can see. So if you print, let's just show you the difference. So let's see, print w and print new w. You can see here is this a list, and now this one is a string. So this is another one is formatting a string. Yeah, so let's say I have a name equal Alex. This is, and his age is equal 25. And you can see if this, or let's say print it with a formatting string. So you can see what is the formatting string. It's like you just need to add this, and now this is the quotation of the string. And you can see my name is, and I need to print this to add this Alex. So I can add this and he name and and um also age years old. So now if you see, I will print this, my name is blah blah blah, and the name will be taken from here, what will be Alex, because I have added this if this is the formatting stuff. So you can see my name is Alex and I'm 25 years old. Now we almost done. Now we need some tips and tricks, and let's assume that you, by the way, you can define variables like 10 and b is equal 20, c is equal 30, like this. Or you can see a, b, c equal 10, 20, 30. You can do this as well. And this, I mean, with this method here, I mean, in one line, definition in one line, or you can add it like this, whichever you want. I mean, this is both are the same. And let's say I have to swap the value of A and B. Let's see, removing this, or maybe removing this because this is a tips. So if you print now, print A, B, C, print, you can see 10, 20, 30. Now I want to swap, change the value. Let's see, swapping the value of A and B. So you can do it without any, let's see, another defining another variable. So I can see A, B is equal B and A. This will see if this will print the values of A and B. And now the B will be 20, A will be 20 and B will be 10. You can see here, this is A in the beginning and this is B now. I mean A in the after swapping. Okay. I mean, what do you see? This refers a string. So refers a string is just like s, and adding this, no, this minus 1. So if you see, for instance, name, name. The name is Alex. Now it will be reverted to Excel. Hold on, like this. And one more hint, it's just to check if the string is palindrome, palindrome. So what does that mean? If you see A B C A A B A, so this is string, because you can see ABBA, and you can reverse this. It will be, if you reverse this, it will be the same ABBA. So this is the code of palindrome. So check palindrome check. So how can you do it? Define the function, and let's call this is, okay. I mean, sorry, you have. I'm not quite sure if I can do the function now, but let's say like this: print. Let's define the string here. S is equal ABBA, and we can see S equal S, and what is the reverse of we have learned is this one here. Now I have defined I mean ABBA, and now we'll check this and the reverse. If the same, it will print true. You can see it's true, and if it's BC, it will be, of course, false. Let's see, for instance, the other word, radar. Radar, it's also almost true. I mean, it has to be true, because if you convert it, it will be the same. And this is the practice, the exercises, create a variables for you. This is the solution is already here, but try to solve it yourself. So create a variable for your name, age, and favorite, let's see, food, and then print it as f string. F string is as we have done it here. This is the format. And also reverse the Python. You know how to reverse with this stuff here, and check how many the count number of how many let's see, A is appearing in this, and this, or everything is solved below. So let me just give you a summary of this. Summary table is the variable is store a variable. It's called, when you hear the variable, it's something called stores of values. For instance, this x equal blah, blah. Numbers, it might be integer, float, and complex. And arithmetic, for instance, plus, minus, multiply, division. And the string, the string in the includes in a quotation or double quotation. And the string or operations is slicing, indexes, and upper, lower, and everything. And the formatting is to add the to make in to make everything in one let's see, to print it in a more organized way, as we have done it here. Yeah, that's it for today, and of course it's already a long video. And if you like this video, please subscribe into my channel, like the video, and if you have, of course, any question, drop it down in the comment below. I will answer it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.